The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for The Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And the chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello, and welcome to the 22nd season opener of the Media Zone, Dave.
Oh, what a life.
And we're calling this the penultimate season, right?
Yes, because next season is the last.
Next season will be the last.
Our farewell tour filled with specials and flashbacks to all the goings-on.
That's right.
Which I can say because I will not be putting any of those together. That will fall upon your shoulders.
Well, within the next 4 weeks, are we doing that? Did you have planned for the final season or the penultimate season for some of that stuff? Because we have some...
Well, whenever you want.
Within the next 4 weeks, we're going to see a clip.
Okay.
Of... now, I did two versions because I didn't confer with you. Because sometimes you don't like your older appearances. So I did one version with you and one version without you.
Go without.
Go without.
I don't know.
We'll show it, and then if you want to see your version, we can play that.
Okay.
We'll play the non-Dave version first.
What is it about?
This is one of our earliest match games.
Oh, God, no.
Appearances.
No. It is awful.
I think in the version you're not in, we only see your hat in one of the clips.
That's good enough. This is from what, like late 70s?
This is from 81.
81, all right.
When we first got a color camera.
Yeah, because weren't you doing some in black and white?
Yeah, some were in black and white, and then there was a mixture of some.
Oh.
I'm going back and putting some of these on digital, to preserve. These things must be preserved.
Must they?
For all time. And there was a span there where we had the color camera and the black and white one. And the producer would cut in between them. And, of course, we didn't have fine clicking like we do now. There would be a roll. The audio would go out for a second.
Well, this was early technology for the home user.
That's right. We had some of the earliest video.
Back when the top-loading VCR was $600.
That's right. I got my first one with my graduation money.
Oh, I got a car.
Did you? With $500?
Well, you don't know how much money I got.
No, I don't. I think I had $500. I went to Servers Merchandise and got my Panasonic top loader. Remember that place?
Isn't that place where it used to come out of like a conveyor behind the curtain, like the Wizard of Oz?
Behind there was some poor minimum wage workers, which was probably $2 at the time, putting the big giant box on the conveyor, and it would come down.
There you go.
$18 VHS?
Oh, the tapes. The original tapes were $18.
For one tape?
For one tape.
Jeez, I used to buy like the 10-pack for $25 or whatever. Really?
Yeah, that was later on.
So well, that's okay, because when movies first came out, you were paying $100 to buy a movie, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and 40. If it was a sell-through title, it would be 40. You know, a low-price one. If it was for the rental places, it would be 100.
Ooh.
So you were lucky if you got your $39.99 Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was a sell-through price then. All right, so we're jumping off with our 22nd season here, Dave, on September 20th. I see a lot of the new TV shows are starting into October for some reason, pushing the
Because they don't want to do a lot of episodes.
I guess, yeah, could be it, yeah.
They do, I don't know, back in the day, weren't TV shows doing 25 to 30 episodes a year? Now some are 15.
Yeah.
I mean, the HBOs and all those are doing anywhere from 8 to 12.
10 is an
Yeah,
average.
I think Fox even only, some of their original programming is only a handful of shows, episodes. So maybe the networks are just, now we're down to like 20, 22 for the network. So is it 18?
I think it's 18.
Wow.
As we tape this one, I haven't even gotten my fall preview issue
Oh.
of TV Guide, so we can't cover the fall like we do sometimes.
How many episodes do we do a year?
52.
Just about 52 with some specials.
Right.
I hope you enjoyed those specials over the past like 4 or 5 weeks. Had some good ones in there. The films Dave has never seen. I don't think you've seen any of them since the show.
Probably not. I don't
was taped.
recall. But
All right, let's.
the specials is just another way of saying we don't feel like doing any shows for a while. We're taking a break.
Well, it's a summer break. Plus, there's no other films out towards the after that Suicide Squad. It was pretty much over, and it was pretty much over for Suicide Squad.
But now that this show is winding down, we may have to do fresh episodes all the time
More fresh episodes, perhaps. Yes.
because it's coming to an end, folks.
If there's anything you'd like to see us do in the final year and a half, or
They
so,
do. And they're getting us off the air.
Any longtime fans who remember any bits, maybe we could get Santa down to make an appearance. There has been some interest from Mike. Most viewers don't remember Mike even.
Really?
He was going to come down for this one, but he had to go back to work today on Sunday. So
Now the secret's out that it's a Sunday.
it's a Sunday, yes, this time. Usually it was a Monday. What were you, or Saturday? What were you doing yesterday? Were you bowling? Is that what you were doing on Saturday?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, in the
Or you had-
evening.
you had something
but I had a
going
lot
on.
of things to do as I'm prepping for, taking a trip, going
Oh.
places for, a few days. And,
Prepping for your fall.
Yes.
Activities.
And, now I'm just waiting to see what the house is going to look like when I return with my adult son and adult daughter wreaking havoc.
They're both in there?
Yes.
For most of the time or
Yes.
all the time?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Well, my daughter shows up, and in one day, it's hurricane has come through. It's a disaster. I don't know why women need so much product.
Oh, jeez. What, is there a lot of makeup around?
Makeup. Yes, 3 brushes. Doesn't one brush your hair? One has got to be made of wood. 3 of these big combs. Jugs, not just little things, jugs of makeup and product and facial cleanser. And not just shampoo, but like 4 different kinds of shampoo. The pre-shampoo, the shampoo to wash the hair, the after you shampoo, the conditioner afterwards. I don't understand. And I don't understand how she even has hair. Because not only is she using so much product, but after she gets done and I go into the shower, there's clumps of hair on the wall. Yeah, she just takes it as she's washing it, it comes off, and she just puts it.
It's like Janet Leigh has been in there.
just to get it out off of her hand so that she can finish doing it, because she's got very long hair. And then she forgets it's there. And then, of course, I have to use liquid plumber because it all goes down the drain and clogs everything up. But anyway, I do love her.
You have your special daughter drain pipe blocker, don't you? With the
No,
little
but I did go.
trap there.
I did go to Bed Bath & Beyond, and I got one of those long, almost like a giant pipe cleaner, but it's just about this long, so you can get it down the drain, and you kind of bend it around, and then you twist it, and then you pull it up, and there's just covered in hair and gunk and, soap residue. Because, soap is a petroleum product, so it kind of clogs up, and it turns into this greasy mess in your drain, so you can get a lot of that out. And good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks for stopping by. Well, it's a good thing we only have 3 movies tonight.
Okay.
We can't drop any of them, but if we don't get to our recent deaths, we'll do that next time.
All right.
And other stories about what we've been doing in the summer. Dave. First one is Goat here.
Goat.
Goat.
Oh,
Ben
that's a sheep.
Schneitzer, Nick Jonas,
Oh.
and James Franco. Reeling from a terrifying assault over the summer, 19-year-old Brad Land starts college determined to get his life back to normal. His brother Brett is already established on campus and with a fraternity that allures Brad with its promise of protection, popularity, and lifelong friendships. Brad is desperate to belong, but as he sets out to join the fraternity, his brother exhibits reservations, a sentiment that threatens to divide them. As the pledging ritual moves into Hell Week, a rite that promises to usher these unproven boys into manhood, the stakes violently increase with a series of torturous and humiliating events. What occurs in the name of brotherhood tests both boys and their relationship in brutal ways. Rated R for disturbing behavior involving hazing, strong sexual content and nudity, pervasive language,
My God.
violence, alcohol abuse, and some drug use.
And an impromptu colonoscopy.
Oh, jeez. I think that may be in here. The unrated version, which I couldn't even edit for a broadcast here, with all kinds of acts of depravity and nudity and strippers.
Oh, well, that's okay, though.
And slapping.
There seems to be a lot of slapping. Even slapping yourself seems to be going on here. Full Metal Jacket. Oh, God. Look at this.
You
What
know
is this?
you're in fun. Full Metal Jacket and Animal House.
James Franco. Oh, interesting choice.
What is he, the resident? He's too old to play a college guy, or maybe not.
I don't know.
It's the older guy.
Goat.
Goat.
Oh,
I don't know if Goat was, that's why it was called that, but there was a reference in the unrated Red Band trailer that if they didn't complete a task, they were going to end up making love to the goat.
I was going to say, is there some kind of depraved act of bestiality?
I think that wasn't mentioned, so I guess that one wasn't carried out, thankfully, Dave.
Oh, dear. Have you ever done anything with a goat, Ed?
Not a goat, no.
Okay.
I'm just thinking back to that video. It was so depraved. I won't even mention what was going on. I think we've talked about that long ago. Of course, today we can in the politically correct society.
Google Mr. Hand.
Mr. Hand. Not the one from Fast Times.
No.
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 Mr. Hand. Okay,
Yes.
we'll look that one up.
All righty. Here we go. Storks. You take the depraved film, I'll take the animated family children's fantasy film. It's about two storks that reveal the truth about their job delivering babies to new parents. Storks have moved on from delivering babies to packages. Apparently they work for Amazon. But when an order for a baby appears, the best delivery stork must scramble to fix the error by delivering the baby. Ooh, what happened there, Ed? Rated PG for mild action, some thematic elements, and perhaps some, I don't know, depraved stork activities.
I forgot I had a microphone as I was cleaning my glasses off there.
Oh.
Apparently abusing the producer's earphones over there.
Did it override the read? Should I read it again? Because I don't want to.
I was being very quiet with my...
No.
Let's see. Which studio did this one?
Warner Brothers. So is this like just a generic animating?
This is better than some... There was one that was horrible. It was like 1980 computer work. I forget the name of that
Was
one.
it like Rankin and Bass version of animation?
It was a bad version of computer generation. It was at the theaters. It was something that would be reserved for that rip-off, like Finding Nemo. Like Finding Susie. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Are you kidding me?
We'll probably get a version of that for this one.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to find it on the DVD releases.
Right. Which I had to find a new location for that because Amazon is not putting up the coming week's releases anymore.
Huh.
I had to go through the Digital Bits website, which has a good rundown. Of course, if you buy them from their list, they also get credits. So maybe that's why Amazon dropped their own... You know, you look through the coming releases, you see something, you buy it from the website, and then they get... I don't know how much they could get.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. That's a double whammy there.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston is in the...
I hope it's not cold in the studio.
Oh, God. It's going to be a little animated Nipples.
Yes.
Whoever
The
she's
only
playing.
time I ever watched Friends was I was flipping through and I
jeez.
see her, and apparently it was very cold in the studio.
Yeah.
And then when she was off camera, I changed the channel.
Anytime you're flipping through and see Friends, you're going to see that pretty
Right.
much. All right, here we have a remake, Dave.
A remake?
The Magnificent Seven.
Ooh, this looks slightly good to me.
Does it?
It does.
Okay. Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, with the town of Rose Creek under the deadly control of industrialist Bartholomew Bogue. There's a mouthful there. The desperate townspeople, led by Emma Cullen, employ protection from 7 outlaws, bounty hunters, gamblers, and hired guns. Sam Chisholm, Josh Faraday, Goodnight Robbie Chee. What is this name? You try that one.
Night. I'll go with Robichaux.
Robichaux, that's better. Jack Horn, Billy Rocks, Vasquez, and Red Harvest.
I changed my mind. This movie looks like crap.
Was that Red Harvest, the red-headed girl? As they prepare the town for the violent showdown that they know is coming, these 3 mercenaries find themselves fighting for more than money. Rated PG-13 for extended and intense sequences of Western violence.
Oh!
And for historical smoking.
They're getting awful specific with these things.
some language and suggestive material.
What's a good night Robichaux?
I wonder if these are the original names from the original movie. They can't.
Oh,
be,
that's
can they?
all right. That's probably what it is. I never saw the original one. The one with Yul Brynner.
Yul Brynner. Yeah, I just remember the music. They had a great score, which I can't remember at the moment. Wasn't that do 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 do? That Western theme they always use.
What was the one with that little whistle in it? You know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, look at that. We're going to have a new game here, the whistling movie themes.
There you go. All right. Yeah, this doesn't look. It looks. I'm not a Western film person. I generally find them bad. But there's a handful that I like The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Okay.
Unforgiven. Clint Eastwood. Interesting. But this one looks like it might be good.
I like The Cowboys with John Wayne
John
and Bruce
Wayne.
Dern and the John Williams score. I think that's the only reason I like that. And, of course, Blazing Saddles,
Okay.
which I watched recently in tribute to Gene Wilder.
Did you?
And going by that movie, we wouldn't have Denzel Washington. I don't know in the film here. And there's High Noon I like, and that's another one because of the music that's running through it. And Lon Chaney is in it briefly as a drunken.
I've watched a few John Wayne ones recently. There was one, I can't think of the name of it, but there was one with him and Kirk Douglas together. I just saw it. I can't remember the name of it, but
A Western.
Yes, and it kept my attention, and I watched the whole thing. And Dean Martin made a few good Westerns, was in a few good Westerns back in the day.
Was Matt Helm Westerns, or was that the detective?
That was the detective. That was their version of Bond.
Yeah.
But now that Jerry Lewis is 90.
Yeah, I mean, Labor Day just isn't the same anymore without Jerry.
Jerry is not mobile. He needs a wheelchair now, which is very unfortunate. But he is 90.
Yeah, 90.
And making a film, apparently made a couple years ago, that is now coming out. Max Rose.
Oh.
And he's the lead.
Huh.
Interesting. Anyway.
Now, speaking, just looking at this historical smoking, I just watched Ghostbusters. I did see the new one in the theater. We can talk about that later. But I watched the old one.
Well, you can.
There was a lot of smoking. Every other scene, Dan Aykroyd had a butt hanging out of his mouth. They were all smoking in that. Like, they would have had to throw labels all over that now.
Yeah, you can't
for
do
ghost-busting smoking.
Oh. What do they call that? Supernatural smoking.
Right.
Carson used to smoke all the time.
Yeah. You'd always try to put it out as the shot was coming back. Yeah, Merv. Sometimes you catch those old Mervs on that channel. One of those local channels, I think. Get TV or something. That's always interesting.
The guests would be smoking.
A lot of those guests are very dry. Some actress sitting there and just nothing coming out of her mouth, and he would go, "Oh, I saw you at the roses in a bowl," or just nothing.
Ooh.
Very boring.
Lonnie Shore, everybody.
I think those were the 60s. He perked up a little later on. They got a little perky. Yeah, the booze was going around.
Oh.
Let's see, we got some DVD releases, and those are picking up for the Christmas buying season here.
Oh, look at that. 4K. Oh, what a great film.
Beauty and the Beast.
I saw the first 20 minutes of that
Oh, no.
for almost an entire year before I saw the whole thing.
Is that when the kids would fall asleep?
The only way my son would sleep was I'd have to put Beauty and the Beast on. He'd fall asleep 20 minutes into it. I never got beyond that. And then finally I said, well, damn it, I got to watch the rest of this movie. Finally I did.
It is good. I don't have this on Blu Ray. It went into the vaults before I could get it, so I'll have to get this version.
The 25th. Wow. Ooh, that was a good one.
Beware the Blob. This was directed by Larry Hagman.
Oh, it wasn't a good one.
It was good. It was entertaining. It was a little campy. And I believe Burgess Meredith was in it, and Larry Hagman made a cameo as bums around a campfire.
What year was this?
It's like 73.
This wasn't the one with Godfrey Cambridge, was it? Where he dies in the chair?
In the chair
Okay,
with
then
the blob.
this was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Dick Van Patten?
Yeah, he was a Boy Scout leader who led the young boys right into the mouths of the blob.
Yep.
Cindy Williams, do I see? This had quite the cast in there.
Yep.
Who's the first one? I can't see that one.
I don't know. Does it say Walker?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That's entertaining, though. I used to show that on Channel 6 that night.
Cat people.
This was a slow, and you don't see any monsters, but I watched this recently. It's pretty entertaining. All done with shadows, Dave.
Oh.
Like they did in the old days.
I prefer my monsters
You
graphic.
You prefer the remake with nude Natasha
Oh,
Kinski.
yes. Oh, yeah. Johnny Guitar.
Now, I heard of this film. I thought it was like an Elvis movie or something. This is a very butch Joan Crawford here with her legs akimbo, Dave.
Her legs are what?
Akimbo.
Is that what? I never heard of that. Akimbo?
Akimbo they are. Look at them. Just
I,
inviting whoever in there.
well, I don't know who would accept that invitation.
I don't know who would. Oh, my.
Look at those eyebrows. They're like two caterpillars.
Now, we just lost David Bowie, and we're doing, I think this is the anniversary version of Labyrinth in the collectible Labyrinth case here.
Yes.
And I skimmed through this after David Bowie's passing, and there is a god-awful blue screen segment with these little puppets dancing around, and the matte lines all over the puppets. I wonder if they cleaned that up for this release.
What year was that movie? Was it 80s?
It was 85 or 6. It must be 6. Of course, what's her name is in there?
Didn't see the second one. I did see the first one.
This did marginally well, not terrific. I don't know why. Maybe people were waiting for GOAT with their college antics. And the Turtles with...
Megan Fox.
Yeah. I see the original one turning up on Epic's channel. And there's a lot going on, a lot of CG work, and you can't even see what's going on. There's turtles flying all over, but it was mildly entertaining when I turned it on late at night.
Were any of the turtles' legs akimbo?
No, they weren't.
Okay.
Not even Megan Fox. Now, this was just out and did not do well, even with the passing of Chekhov. Maybe that brought it down.
Oh, the actor, right.
Yeah, maybe that was a downer. People didn't want to go see that.
And he will not be replaced. The character will not be replaced.
I don't think they're going to make another one.
Well, they're doing a new TV series of Star Trek.
Yeah, that may be it.
Isn't that on one of the major networks, like CBS?
.com.
Yeah.
Oh, .com.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God forbid.
They're putting Big Brother Fall Edition on the CBS.com. Huh.
There you go. Do we have time for game?
We do, right on time.
All right. Let's
Our
do...
penultimate game. No, I was thinking of an idea for the game. We'll have to mention it for the next show. I don't know if it would be anticlimactic, though.
Anything like your attempt of the James Bond game thing? Because that was...
No.
All right.
That reminds me, though, I got new ink. I'm going to make some new posters for the game.
For the penultimate season.
Yes.
Now we start updating. We're going off the air.
Right.
All right. It's the Poster Pairs game, folks, where you have sent in your email, and Ed just waits for the camera to change. Are you ready? Go! Well, you send in an email with 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry. We reveal what's behind the 2 numbers you provide. And if the posters match, you win 2 free movie passes. If you write spin the wheel, we bring out the bicycle tire. And we spin it. You can win up to 10 tickets. There you go.
Would it be anticlimactic if we picked the person that's going to play the game at the beginning of the show?
It would be anticlimactic for this moment, but it would be interesting.
Oh, we should try it for the heck of it.
That way, I don't know.
It's another way to introduce the game.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I think it would be something to try.
Let's shake up the show.
Shake it up a little.
And let's see who it is. Lawrence Katz.
Okay.
1 and 6.
I was waiting for
And
that.
spin. 1 and 6.
1 and 6. Okay.
And spin. That's very exciting when you have someone that wants to spin the wheel.
Oh! I watched Tales from the Crypt. And Kolchak will be popping up on our DVD segment coming up. There
Sorry,
you go.
Lawrence, you did not win. Can I call you Larry?
He always gets his ceremonial meow from the producer over there, though. So if you don't win, you get a little sound effect from the producer.
Anyway, there you go. If you want to enter, send an email to mediazone95@gmail.com. That's mediazone95@gmail.com. That's 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry, reveal what's behind the 2 numbers. If they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you write spin the wheel, we will spin the wheel. And you have 1 chance to turn those 2 tickets into 10. Wow. Wow, Ed. That's a lot. 2 chances to be 6, 2 chances to win 4 in total. 6 chances you keep the 2 that you originally won. 5 chances you lose 1. 2 chances you'll lose them both.
September 20th, the week of September 20th. We are here, Dave.
Yeah, we are.
We are. Next time we will look over the deaths, the recent deaths.
Right. Nobody I know of any good died.
Oh, there's a lot of good ones.
No, not one.
Yeah, maybe, like you said, there was a few from films I liked.
Some biggies.
Some biggies from the world, and really not biggies. A guy hit his head in a guy that was in R2-D2. So they were biggies. So, but in the Star Wars world, they were big people.
Well.
And let's see, we might get some of those pop figures out here next time. There's new pop figures, those little guys.
Oh, right.
They did some new ones, so we got a few of those. So we'll have that next time, and the recent selection of movies, and another chance to win free movie tickets. All next week, so we'll see you then.
The Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.